המשפיע, ישיבה סנחצים עם הרב החוסד, הרב שלום דובער, הכהן will make a סיום on Sefer Korbones and Haschole of Sefer Tahara. Please everybody come around. And also in the meantime you can give Zoke B'tzibur, there's Zoke right here, everybody can give Zoke. Like for Tahara. שבאל דין סוף, זה שנה 11.
תמורה.
Okay.
So the Rambam at Din.
English.
The Rambam concludes the Rambam in Sefer Carbonus and says, after he says the halacha, concludes this whole Sefer, even though all the laws, the decrees of the Torah, all the laws of the Torah are decrees, like we explained earlier in the end of Hilchos Meila, royally is being in them. It's good to think into them and think in b'chol mashvat yochel litin leitam, tell leitam. Whatever you can explain. Our first wise men told us, Shamel Shleim Haven Reva Time Shakol Chukat, that the king Shleim Amelach understood most of the reasons of all the chukim. So therefore, there's a union to understand to try to understand the reasoning for the chukim. Yeroli, so the Rambam writes, it seems to me, this is the pasuk says, this is the pasuk says that when a person makes tmura, he changes one animal for another animal, both animals become holy. Just like it says about a different mitzvah, if the makdish wants to redeem his house, that he was makdish, so then he has to pay another fifth. Why? Because both mitzvahs, yard the Torah saved machshavas ha'odam machzas yitzrei arad. The Torah went on to realize the end, the idea of the way a person thinks, and a little of his yetzer hara. Shetivi shalom neita harbes kinyon v'lochos hamameni. The nature of a person is that he wants to have more. Only mixes, yeah. It's enough to tell a person. I don't know if you told him everything. Tivi shalom. A person wants to have a lot of properties and he has on his money. Even though he made already on that and he was makdish, maybe he had charata. He'll redeem less than the value. The Torah says, if he redeems for himself, let him add a fifth. So if he was makdish an animal, maybe we'll have charot. Since he can redeem it, he'll redeem it to something which is, he'll change it to something which is worth less than it. If you let him to transform, to change it from a bad animal, from a balmum to a good one, and he'll change, instead he'll go and change a good animal for a bad animal, for a balmum. The Yom Tov will say that's good. Therefore, Torah says do not change. And gave him a knas. That if he did change Omar and he said, and Torah says, they both become holy. All these things, if they lock of his yitzir, attack in the Esos, in order to be kaf his yitzir hara and to fix his mind, his attributes. Most of the dinim of Torah is from the one that's far. From the Eibishter. Mirochik, it's far from the person. It's not our way of thinking. Even though that the Rambam just explained it, it's Eitzes Mirochik. And it's also Migdela Eitzah. The Rebbe is V'dai, the two Lashem is Eitzes Mirochik, Migdela Eitzah. One is for the Yesif Chamishis Kesef Erkecha. And one is for both of them have to become Kodesh Sai. By Tmur, both of them become Kodesh. One is the Eitzes Mirochik, one is the Eitzah. I think she should point out which one is what. One of the two Lashem is Eitzes Mirochik.
The Rebbe is Mirochik.
Yeah.
The Rebbe is Gid Eitzes.
Yeah. Migdela Eitzah, and there is grace, was there Gid Eitzes. That's all. The second day, Liash Kol HaMaisim. V'cheinu Eimer, L'ksavt L'chol Shalishim, V'miyatzis V'das, L'Yidiach HaKeshtim, Yemes L'Hosh V'amorim, Yemes L'Shechecha. So basically, the Rambam is saying, reasoning for the Chukim. So just one small word, why the Rambam why he decided to say over here reasons for Chukim, even though that this is not the first place that there's Chukim in the Rambam. So so the Rebbe says, one word the Rebbe says, when you get a Sefer Aveda also concludes with, also speaks about Carbonus also. Maisa Carbonus, yeah. 1 minute. Then the Sefer Aveda, the Rambam says the opposite word. Sefer Aveda, Rambam concludes.
Start Tahara.
One second. You have a minute. Concludes over here. I have it correctly. Rambam concludes that you have to do things. The dog should be inflated. Tam v'leiyed leil ayil kalbeinov. V'yaris laus Hashem v'yifritz bi. Leitem achshavti b'ksham b'shar d'vrechel. You have to do everything, whatever is told you're told to do. Chukim shechakakti l'chol ein l'chorshus l'harer b'hen. You should do whatever you're told. Ain't time in Golo. You don't know the reason is not known. You should do it anyways. So Sefer Aveda, since Aveda in Lashon Avdus, it says we're submitted to Hashem, we're slaves of Hashem, we're servants of Hashem. Therefore, the Rambam doesn't say a reason, but it says Karbon, Sefer Karbon, which is enough. Kiruv Hashem. Kiruv is also you have a geschmack in what you're doing. So that's what the Rambam stresses, that should be timing. But b'yachad, the fact that there's timing, there's most of the even Shlomo HaMelech knew Haven Reva time shall kol chok hatera, but he didn't know all the timing. Because in every chukah there's also pratim that you don't know the timing. Even after you know the reasoning, there's always pratim that you don't know. Why is this called chukim, this called mishpatim? Even the mishpatim have also pratim that are not known, the reasoning for the details. Why dafka like this? Why dafka merubah? Why dafka? Why there's so there's reason things that don't have reason, but the majority of things by the mishpatim are understood, and the majority of things by the chukim are not understood. That's why we hear the Rambam writes. That's why this is called chukim, this is called mishpatim. But at the end of the day, you have to serve the Eibusher both ways. Sai when it's time with a geschmack, sai with Kabbalah Seil, and each one helps the other. That if you serve the Eibusher with Kabbalah Seil, and you have also a geschmack in the mitzvah because you have a tam, so the geschmack drives over. You should have a geschmack in the Kabbalah Seil. You should have a chayis in Kabbalah Seil. That's the end of Karbonis. You should have a kirv to the Eibusher. Fine. We'll conclude this Sefer Tahara. Shem Hashem Kelelim Deiv Torah B'Rol Lakim Roch Chaj B'Kibra Sefer Asiri V'Hu Sefer Tahara. Sefer Tahara is also all chukim. This is connected with the Sefer Karbonis.
What's in the patim, Rabbi?
Mishpatim is laws that have the reasoning.
Sag l'chaim.
So
why is it Sefer Karbonis, Kiruv, why is it Merachik?
It's Karbonis, it's Merachik. It comes from the Eibusher, which is the
The point of Karbonis is that
things that are important.
it finishes the whole Sefer.